I think that UNI is doing a pretty good job dealing with the pandemic, but their daily symptom surveys, they're not mandatory. Like, they don't stop you from coming to school if you haven't filled it out. So you see some professors filling them out while they're in class, and that's a little bit concerning. But how are you to know that someone in your class doesn't have symptoms? Like, if they haven't filled out the survey, there's no way of knowing.
We should not be here. Granted, I love that I'm here because I'm an extrovert and I can only take so much of my mother as much as I love her. But online courses just is not the way I like to learn. However, I would like to get back to learning in person, so we should not be here.
I don't really understand why we're here this semester because there are more cases now than there were in the spring when we were sent home. But at the same time, I'm not really complaining because I would much rather be at school than at home right now. It's just, there are risks either way, and the university needs the money, essentially.
So these have been interesting times for sure. And so I think the challenges for me is like when I'm in the classroom, it's hard to make friends and because everyone's 6 feet apart. And then I think it's also hard to hear professors because they have to speak louder. And I don't know, I think it makes the classroom kind of like more quiet just because people don't really want to talk or they can't hear each other. But I feel like overall, like I've handled it pretty well and I feel like my classmates have too. I mean, no one really knows what's happening, so we're just like going with the punches and I feel like everyone's been really gracious to each other during it.
But off campus, man, we ain't listening to nobody. Everybody's going to parties. The 2 weekends the bars were open. Oh my good Lord. I have to drive down that street. I almost hit like 3 people. Everyone's all crammed together. No one's wearing a mask. And they wonder why we're about to be like put online. You are the reason why. Stop being stupid.
If you can't wear a mask and you can't be mindful and you go out and socialize with people and you're not socially distancing and you're not wearing a mask, you should not be able to come to campus.
My attitude towards school, I'm just thankful that we're somewhat in person because I feel like I don't learn as well online. And I feel like professors have just been really understanding and, like I said again, gracious. And it has been tough just like, making friends, getting that community. But I do think that, with all the resources and if we're taking precautions, we'll still be able to stay in person. And that's really all I want, so.
And if you don't wear your mask, do you know how many people you've been in contact with? Yeah, they say like, 15 minutes, yada, yada, yada. But how much do we really know about COVID? This is a new thing. It's only been here for like 6 months. Like, my cousin has a heart issue. He's 5 years old. He gets COVID, he dead. My grandma, she's 84. She gets COVID, she dead. That's why I wear a mask. Do you want your grandma dead? No. So wear a mask.